Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia Armendariz and this is Living in Colorado Springs. Today's video is actually going to be more of a Colorado market overview. What did we see in 2022 and what are we predicting to see in 2023? There's a lot of speculation out there of when's a good time to buy, should I wait, should I not, should I sell, should I not? So I'm just going to kind of touch base on, like I said, what we saw, what was happening when interest rates were lower, where they are at now, and then what we kind of expect to see in 2023. And with those factors, is it a good time for you to still buy? Is it the best time for you to still buy, or do you need to wait? So if you have any questions over anything that I mentioned, please feel free to reach out to me. I am a licensed broker here in the state of Colorado, and I would love to help you with your real estate needs. And if you could also, please hit that subscribe button and bell so that you can get notified when I make new videos each week on everything that is living in Colorado Springs. So real quick before we get into what this video is actually about, I just wanted to mention to you guys that this Instagram handle that I have right here, this is a new Instagram page that I have created. It's pretty much just the MLS on Instagram for you guys to take a look at and actually see what are homes that are for sale right now in Colorado Springs and surrounding areas look like. What is the number of beds, baths, square footage, what zip codes and sub areas are they in? I really thought that this page and just that link and website for you guys to check out would be beneficial, because hopefully you're using this channel and using my videos to get an idea of the neighborhoods and the lifestyle that Colorado Springs has to offer. But I also want you guys to be able to dive in and physically see what homes are available within these neighborhoods that I'm talking about without having to go to Zillow and kind of playing around with filters and features. This is just a real quick, scroll through Instagram, get an idea of what homes actually look like and what they're being listed at. If there's nothing on that page that you find interesting, do your own home search yourself. By all means, jump on that link that I'm gonna have also right here that's also on the Instagram page, and you guys can search for homes yourself in hopefully some of these neighborhoods that are perking your attention. So let's get into what this video is about and just do a real quick recap of what does this year look like. We've had a combination this year of really low interest rates that were around that 2% that also reached about 7%. So a lot of things happen with those two factors. So in 2021, we were seeing a lot of people just out and about trying to take advantage of that 2% interest rate, maybe even low 3% interest rates. And you were just finding a lot of people from out of state coming to Colorado, and a lot of people even from Denver and just northern parts of Colorado coming down here, because on average, Colorado Springs is always about $100,000 less than Denver and surrounding areas. For the house that you could probably get, that's the same number of square footage, beds, baths, garage, what have you, it's always about, on average, $100,000 less than where you can find it in Denver. That's why a lot of people are just drawn to Colorado Springs. Not only are we closer to the mountains, but we are, for the most part, a little bit more affordable than Denver and surrounding areas. So when everyone was trying to take advantage of this lower interest rate, you just had a lot of buyers out and no inventory. It got tough, and it more so got tough because you had to come with a lot of money out of pocket. And what I mean by that is, even though I love to have my buyers get squared away financially with my preferred lenders or their own lenders, it needed to be more than that. You needed to actually have cash on hand to be able to submit with your offer appraisal gap, or just money out of pocket, because offers were going $30,000 up to $150,000 over list price because there was no inventory and just so much demand. So that was kind of the issue, and I feel like a lot of people found homes they liked, but they didn't find homes that they loved. And for whatever reason that may be, maybe just there wasn't enough inventory, obviously, or they were on timelines because they had to get out of the current state that they were in, or they had to just get out of Denver and come south. There's a lot of reasons that a lot of people had to make quick moves the way that they did. So I feel like a lot of people that I helped, that my team helped, they definitely found homes they liked, but they didn't find homes that they loved. with that being said, as this year, 2022, we've seen the interest rates kind of increase and even kind of touch on 7%. It definitely squeezed out a lot of buyers. A lot of sellers also felt that, man, they missed their chance to sell, they missed the bubble. That wasn't the case. That maybe was the case for like a month, kind of like end of spring, beginning of summer, but that's not so much the case now. We're just seeing kind of third quarter into fourth quarter of this year that people still need to sell. People themselves do need to move for whatever reason, or just want to sell and, you know, downsize or what have you. But what we're seeing right now is buyers who are actually still out and about. Yes, maybe you actually have a little bit higher interest rate than what we were seeing in 2021 with that 2%, but you're seeing a lot more inventory right now. You have options. You actually have the ability to ask sellers for things on the inspection sheet, or more importantly, you have the ability to ask sellers for a concession, whether that be a 2-1 buy down or just a concession amount that can go towards you buying down your rate. And those are all great things to discuss with the lender, but pretty much right now, sellers have the ability to offer buyers money to help you buy down your rate so you don't have to lock in at 7% or even 6%. There's a lot of homes here that still have a lot of equity. Even though we're seeing home prices do come down this past third quarter and fourth quarter of 2022, even with them coming down in home price, they still have a ton of equity that they gained over the last 3 to 5 years. So sellers are able to offer you those rate buy downs, and by all means they are happy to do it, because now that they know that they're trying to sell in this fourth quarter and getting into 2023, they have to compete with their neighbor. They have to compete with the person around the corner. They just have to compete overall with the more inventory that we are seeing come on the market. So that's just a great reason why I think a lot of you buyers should still be out there, because you have more inventory to pick a home you actually love instead of just like and settle for. And you also just have a little bit more flexibility in actually asking for inspection items to be addressed, to actually asking that the sellers, you know, help with a rate buy down. That's just huge for you guys. So is it that 2%? No, it's not. But, you know, as time goes down, or as time goes on, I should say, interest rates are going to come down, and you can always refinance. When? We don't know. But will they? Yes, absolutely. And when that time comes, if it's already a better rate than maybe what you're getting from that seller concession amount, then refinance. So right now is probably a great time, I think, for buyers to actually be out and still be looking, because you have options, not only in your homes, but with what you can ask from sellers. So how does all this play into our predictions for 2023? Well, when you're looking at predictions for a market, there are definitely some things that you need to take into account. Most of them are economic fundamentals, which include job growth, unemployment rates, just jobs in general. And for the most part, Colorado has always had a pretty healthy economy. Here in Colorado Springs, we have several military bases. We have Lockheed Martin. We have just some other big companies that have brought their headquarters here. And same goes for Denver. There are a lot of nationwide and global companies that have brought their headquarters to Denver and surrounding areas. And so we are just having a constant flow of people coming in. It's not enough to where I feel Colorado is too overgrown. Is there more people than there were 20 years ago? Yes, absolutely. But Colorado still has a lot of room to grow and expand and build, which it is. But at the same time, with the number of people that are coming in, it just means that there is more people with jobs that can turn around and spend money on your business, or that can buy your home if you were a seller and think that maybe you missed the bubble. Don't worry, there are going to be more buyers that can buy your home. And also there's just going to be more options, because with all this growth and demand, they are also building up and down the Front Range and just all over Colorado like crazy. So I feel more than anything, myself and my team, we just feel that this is probably more of a stabilization of the market, more of what a healthy market should look like. You as a consumer, you're not just coming out of pocket with hundreds of thousands of dollars over list price because you just need something. And then also you as a seller, when you turn around and sell, you don't want to have the same situation to then go out and buy, and all the profit you just made on the sale of your home, you got to turn around and spend it just to win the offer on a home. So interest rates, yes, they'll most likely come down. When, we don't know, but they will fluctuate. And when they do come down, you can always refinance. Or just with the amount of people coming in, just know that that is always a good sign of the housing market kind of stabilizing and being healthy. So just to wrap this up, overall is now a good time to buy and sell. I'm gonna say yes, it's probably one of the better times in the last 3 to 5 years. Again, like I said, there is more inventory now for you buyers. You have the option to not jump the minute a new home comes on the market and you have to go see it. You have time to get out there, go look at it, actually consider it, and decide if you really love it or just kind of like it. And then you don't gotta come out of pocket for the most part. Things are going under contract with less competition because there's less buyers out right now. They're going under contract at list price, maybe even slightly below, but you're getting the home that you love. Those clients that are out right now are getting the home that they love. They're getting a home at a market value price because they know sellers can't, be greedy for the most part and overlist. And you're just also getting the benefit of a lot of those sellers offering some of that concessions to help you with your interest rate situation. So if you want to wait till, late spring of 2023, we don't know how the demand's going to be. There is going to be demand. There is always demand. People just like to move and make decisions more when springtime hits. But I guarantee if you are waiting till 2024, when interest rates probably will go down again because it's an election year and what have you, and that's usually what happens, definitely expect to have that competition again. The inventory will probably be not as in demand as it was before, but you better believe there are going to be more buyers out now trying to retake advantage of that lower interest rate. So it's kind of be one of those pick and choose. Do you want more competition, or do you want to maybe just get into something right now, something that you love, and then when interest rates do come down in a bit, then just refinance. So a lot of things that just you and your situation need to be considered. This isn't a rule of thumb for every buyer and every consumer. It's the same with your financial state. Not everybody can just, oh, this is what you're pre-approved for. There's a lot of factors that go into what you can get pre-approved for a mortgage, and then also just when is a good timeline for you to buy or sell. Everybody's situation is so different. So if you would like to talk to me, we can definitely go over more in detail with your situation of what you're trying to do and accomplish here with your real estate goals in Colorado. But that's kind of what we're predicting. That's what we saw. That's what we're hoping to see. So if you guys have any questions over anything that I mentioned today, please feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, I am a licensed broker here in the state of Colorado, and I would love to help you with your buying and selling needs. And then if you could also hit that subscribe button and bell so that you can get notified when I make new videos each week on everything that is living in Colorado Springs.